Welcome student. Today we are going to test the presence of carbohydrate in food items, but not to the very specific all type of carbohydrates. There are different type of carbohydrates. In simple language, you can classify the carbohydrates at your level as sugars, starch and fibers. Sugars means the example is glucose. Starch, today we are actually going to taste the starch present in potato, and fiber, you know, cellulose, it is also carbohydrate. In her class you will classify as monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide, oligosaccharide, etc. So now we are taking this potato. First I will test whether starch, a kind of carbohydrate, it is present in potato, yes or no. Second, I am also using the soluble starch chemical to test it. So to test the presence of starch, we use the chemical, that is iodine. This is the iodine. Okay, you can see the iodine we keep in the laboratory in a dark black vessel. Okay, because iodine is very sensitive to the light. So at first I will cut this potato with the help of scalpel or knife, whatever you are easy. You simply cut it. Okay. So I get 2 pieces of potato. Then I have to take the iodine. First you see the color of that potato. We all know in our house every day we see this. Okay, now I will take this glass dropper, this is glass dropper, and take 1 or 2 drop iodine and just observe. Is there any change? You just observe whether there is any change. Yes, there is a change. The surface of the potato, it turns black blue or blue black color. Okay. Now I keep this dropper within a test tube, then close it. Now what is the test? The test is very simple. Whenever we get a sample, we have to test whether starch present or not. We simply add iodine. Now what is the color of iodine? Now you can see the color of iodine. Look carefully. This is some kind of orange type, orange yellow type color. Okay. So this color, if the colors remains same, so after adding the iodine, we observe the color. If there is no color change, then starch is absent. And if we see a blue-black color, then starch is present. Okay. Now I will perform the same experiment, but now with the soluble starch. So let's see. So to pour the starch into the test tube, we take the filter paper. These are the filter paper, you can see filter paper. I am taking one and make a funnel just like jhalmuri and chanachur wala. It is very simple. We fold it half, then again half, then simply I tear off that portion. I tear off that portion with help of a scalpel. Tear off that portion. Okay. So I get a little hole. Actually, filter paper generally used for filter purpose. So now I use the filter paper so that the sample, the soluble starch, it should not stick to the inner surface of the test tube. This is a hard glass test tube, approximate 20 ml capacity. So I pour a very little starch in it. You can see the starch. Now it is at the end of the test tube, at the bottom of the test tube. Okay, and no starch stick to the inner surface. Okay, now to make solution we need water, but in laboratory for test every time you should close the mouth of bottle. Every time in laboratory generally we use the distilled water, not ordinary water. So this is the distilled water. You can get this distilled water from market. Many of you in your home for inverter battery and other battery purchase the distilled water. So I am using the distilled water. This is the pure water. This is considered to the pure water. Now to make the solution, I simply pour the water inside this test tube, and by making an angle, never pour in that way. Okay, always you should make an angle. So a very little water. Okay, fine. Then I simply shake it. To mix the starch with water, I simply shake it. Then you can see the color. I hope you can see the color. It is white and turbid. Now I put 1 or 2 drop of iodine in it. You can see. I put only 1 drop iodine, 1 drop. Now you see, it is look blackish. But if I am shaking the test tube, you can see I put only 1 drop. That is a bluish color. This is blue-black color. Now you see, this is the blue-black color. Actually, this color is depend on the also the reagents. For example, if I pour more iodine in it, it almost look blackish. Suppose I put another 2 drops. Let's see. I shake it. Now it is almost appear as black. So that's why in your textbook it is always written that you have to take 1 or 2 drop of iodine. So in a short, this is our experiment. I experiment with potato and starch is present in potato. There is another piece. Let's perform the experiment again. You can see the color change. Okay, the potato contains starch and this is the starch. Okay, soluble starch we use in the laboratory. And now to observe the color, actually in test tube it is very difficult to observe when we are making the video. So again I make starch solution in that distill, now in a beaker, not in a test tube. A very little. Okay. Now it is the same turbid type of color. You can see. Now watch carefully. I put 1 drop. You can see there is already color change. It is bluish in color. Bluish in color. I put another drop, second drop. Now see, it is darker. I hope all of you can see. It is darker. Now if I am adding another 1 or 2 drop, it is more darker. Okay. So always when we use the reagents, in laboratory we call them as reagents, we should always use 1 drop, 2 drop or whatever specified in our textbook. It is not like that if we add more iodine then more reaction will take place. It is not like that. We have to use only 1 or 2 drop of iodine. Thank you very much.